Hi guys, I'm back. Good day. This is Fe Suralta Sibugero, a grade 5 mathematics teacher of Balay City Central School, Balay City, or just call me Fe Sensei. Today, we are going to discuss about ratio. Are you ready? Hold on and watch for the PowerPoint presentation. What do we call a comparison between two or more quantities? Two or more quantities. It is a ratio. We just found the ratio of boys to girls. Is the ratio of girls to boys the same? No. With writing a ratio, order matters. What do we mean by order matters? Say, for example, if we have 3 boys and 5 girls. So, there are 3 boys and 5 girls. Therefore, the ratio for boys to girls is 3:5. But if we're going to ask for the ratio for the girls to boys, it's not the same with the ratio of boys to girls because order matters. So if we will say girls to boys, therefore the ratio is 5:3. Okay, let's study. What is a ratio? It's Friday night and your friends are having a party. The ratio of girls to guys is 2:12. Would you want to attend the party? Remember, the ratio of girls to guys or girls to boys is 2:12. Therefore, we have 2 girls and 12 boys or 12 guys. Would you want to attend the party? It's up to you. Okay, so let's have this. How many basketballs to footballs are there? Okay, for every 4 basketballs, let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 6 footballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So therefore, for every 4 basketballs, there are 6 footballs. And so the ratio for basketballs to footballs is 4:6. Now, what are some other ways we can write the ratio of basketball to footballs? Every ratio can be written in 3 ways. 4:6. So the first quantity to the second quantity. There are 4 basketball balls and 6 football balls. Then we have 4:6 and 4 divided by or 4/6. So these are the 3 ways on how to write ratio. This is the first quantity is 4, then 2. The second quantity 6. 4:6. Then the second one is 4, which is the first quantity, then using colon. then the second quantity 6. This is 4. This is still read as 4 to 6 or 4 is to 6. And the last one is the division sign, divided by, or the fractional bar. So that is the first quantity 4, then divided by, or the fraction bar, by the second quantity. So this is the third way in writing the ratio. The first is, this is written in phrase, the second is in colon, and the third is in fraction form. So, careful. Order matters in ratio. So that is 4 to 6, because we are asked for the ratio of basketball to football. So that is 4 to 6 is not the same as 6 to 4. Bear that in your mind. They are not the same. 4 to 6 to 6 to 4. Remember, order matters. Okay. Write the ratio of sandwiches to Coke bottles in 3 different ways. Before that, let's count how many sandwiches. 2, 4, 6. And how many Coke bottles? 2, 4, 6, 8. So, how to write the ratio of sandwiches to Coke bottles in 3 different ways? So, this is the answer. There are 6 sandwiches to 8 bottles, Coke bottles. So, that is 3 is to 8. 6 is to 8. And for the colon form, and 6 to 8 for the phrase, number phrase, and 6 over 8 for fraction. Okay. Since a fraction can be simplified, we can simplify the ratio 6 over 8 to 3 over 4. The ratio of sandwiches to Coke bottles can also be expressed as 3 to 4 or 3 to 4. Okay, so this is 6 over 8 becomes 3 over 4. Why? We're going to get the GCF, or the greatest common factor, of the numerator 6 and the denominator 8. And the GCF of 6 and 8 is 2. Therefore, we're going to divide both numerator and denominator by 2 to reduce or to simplify our answers. So 3 divided by 2, 6, divided by 2 equals 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the ratio 6 is to 8, 6 to 8, and 6 over 8 can be written as 3 over 4, 3 is to 4, or 3 to 4. That's how to write the ratio in simplest or lowest terms. Okay. What is equivalent ratios? Simplify the following ratios: 4 to 8, 10 to 8, 8 to 10. The steps are the following. For step 1, write the ratio as fraction. So write the ratio as fraction. Then for the step 2, simplify the fraction by finding the GCF, or the greatest common factor, of both numbers, or of numerator and denominator, and divide the numerator and denominator by the GCF. And step 3, write the equivalent ratio in the same form as the question. Okay, so 4, for example number 1, that's 4 over 8. So you have to write this in fraction. 4 over 8. So 4 and 8, the GCF of 4 and 8 is 2. 4, the GCF of 4 and 8 is 4. The GCF is 4. So divide the numerator 4 by 4. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the ratio 4 over 8 is just the same with 1 over 2. So 4 over 8 is equivalent with 1 over 2, or 1 to 2, or 1 is to 2. Got it? First step, write the ratio in fraction. Second step, find the GCF of both numerator and denominator and divide the numerator and denominator by the GCF to get the simplest or the lowest term of the equivalent fraction of the given number. Got it? Okay. Equivalent ratios can be formed by multiplying the ratio by any number. Okay, for example, the ratio is 2:3 can also be written as 4:6. 4:6. Why? Multiply the original ratio by 2. So, multiply the numerator and the denominator. So, 2 times 2 equals 4. 3 times 2 equals 6. So, 2:3 is equivalent with 4:6. Then, multiply the original ratio by 3. So, 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Another, multiply the original ratio by 4. So, 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. The ratio 2:3 can be expressed as 2 times 2x to 3x. Multiply the original ratio by any number x. You can replace x by any number, but always keep it in your mind. If you multiply the first ratio with a number, that number should be the multiplier also of the second ratio. So in our example, first we multiply both by 2, then by 3, then by 4. Therefore, 2:3 is equal to 4:6, is equal to 6:9, is equal to 8:12. These three ratios are equivalent. 2:3, 4:6, 6:9, 8:12. They are called equivalent ratios. If you want to have more, then you can multiply 5, 6, 7, 8. Any number you can replace in x. But keep it in your mind, if you multiply the numerator but by that number, you have to multiply it also to the second ratio. Okay, what is compound ratios? A ratio that compares more than two quantities is called a compound ratio. Example, a cake recipe says the ratio of cups of milk, sugar, and butter are 1 is to 2 is to 4. This means that there is 1 cup of milk for every 2 cups of sugar and 4 cups of butter. So that is 1 for milk, that is 1, 2 for sugar, and 3 for butter. So the compound ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 4. Okay. A bag contains 18 yellow, blue, and red marbles. So all marbles are 18. There are yellow marbles, blue, and red marbles. The ratio of yellow to blue to red marbles is 4 is to 2 is to 3. Therefore, we have 4, and every 4 yellow, we have 2 blue and 3 red marbles. Write the ratio of yellow to blue marbles in simplest form. So, there are 4 yellow and 2 blue. So, the ratio is 4 is to 2. And to simplify this number, we can divide 4 and 2 by 2. So 4, or the GCF of 4 and 2 is 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the ratio of yellow to blue marbles is 2 is to 1. What is the ratio of yellow to red marbles? So yellow to red marbles. So the ratio is 4 is to 3. 4 is to 3. Okay. So 4 is to 3. We cannot simplify 4 and 3 because we cannot, there is no greatest common factor between 4 and 3 because 3 is prime and the factor of 3 is only 1 and itself, and 4 is composite. The factor of 4 is 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So there is no common factor between 4 and 3. So we can't divide 4 and 3 by any GCF. So that's the answer. That's the simplest way or form of the answer. Then the question is, how many yellow marbles are there? Okay. How many yellow marbles are there? So, yellow, blue, red is 4 is to 2 is to 3. Since any multiple of this is an equivalent ratio, this can also be written as 4x for the yellow, 2x for blue, and 3x for red. Let 4x equals yellow, 2x for blue, and 3x for red. So this is it. 4x plus 2x plus 3x equals 18. Why 18? Because there are 18 marbles in the bag. So, 18. Then, 4 plus 2 equals 6 plus 3 equals 9. So we have here 9x equals 18. And to get the value of x divided by 9x by 9, so x remains, and 18 divided by 9 equals 2. So our x is 2. Since the question asks for yellow marbles and there are 4x, so 4 times 2, which is the x, equals 8 yellow marbles. So we have 8 yellow marbles. And if we're going to get how many blue marbles, substitute 2 to x in blue marbles. So 2 times 2 equals 4. And for red marbles, 3 times 2 is 6. If we're going to check, we have 8 yellow, 4 blue, and 6 red. So 8 plus 4 equals 12, plus 6 equals 18. Yay! So we have 18 marbles in a bag. Got it? Okay. You have 100 different shirts. The ratio of blue to black shirts is 20 over 30. Write the ratio of blue to black shirts in 3 different ways. Letter B, write the ratio in simplest form. Letter C, explain what this ratio tells us. And letter D, how many black shirts do you have? So we have 100 different shirts. And the ratio of blue to black is 20 over 30. Blue, 20, and black, 30. Okay. So, this is a practice problem and you can solve it. Okay, you have 100 different shirts. The ratio of blue to black shirts is 20 over 30. Write the ratio of blue to black shirts in 3 different ways. Okay. The ratio is for blue to black is 20 to 30. It's given. So 20 to 30, 20 is to 30, 20 over 30. That's the 3 different ways in writing ratio. Write the ratio in simplest form. 20 over 30, cancel 0. So the simplest form is 2 over 3. Or divide by the GCF of 20 and 30. The GCF is 10. Therefore, divide 20 by 10, 30 by 10. So that's 2 over 3. Or just simply cancel 0 in the numerator and 0 in the denominator. And the remaining number is 2 over 3. Then explain what this ratio tells us. Okay, for every 2 blue shirts, there are 3 black shirts. And how many black shirts do you have? So, blue is 2. 2x plus 3x equals the black equals 100 shirts all in all. So, 2x plus 3x equals 5x equals 100. And if 5x equals 100, therefore x equals 20. How did we do it? 5x bring down x, then 100 or 5x divided by 5, cancel 5, so what remains is x. Then 100 divided by 5, the answer is 20. So x equals 20. There are 2x black shirts. So substitute x, which is 20. 2 times 20 equals 40 black shirts. So we have 40 black shirts. And if we're going to get how many blue shirts, we just simply substitute the value of x, and you can have 3 times 20 is 60. And 60 plus 40 is 100. Okay. Practice word problem number 2. You go to a party where the ratio of boys to girls is 28 to 56. Express the ratio of boys to girls in simplest form. Number 2, explain what this ratio tells us. Okay. So, the ratio is 28 over 56. And the GCF of 28 and 56 is 28. Therefore, 28 divided by 28 equals 1. 56 divided by 28 is 2. So the ratio of boys to girls is 1 to 2. For every one boy, there are 2 girls at the party. Okay. Answer this on your notebook. Mindy has 72 candy bars. If the ratio of Mars to Snickers is 8:4, find the number of each type of candy and explain what this ratio tells us. Okay, thank you. And that's all for today. The ratio, the comparison of 2 or more quantities, then the equivalent ratio. We're going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number to get the equivalent ratio. And the compound ratios, there are 3 or more ratios. Okay. So, did you understand what are ratios, equivalent ratios, and compound ratios? Ratio, comparison of 2 or more quantities. Equivalent ratio, multiply any number, both the numerator and denominator, or the first quantity and the second quantity, to get the equivalent ratio. And compound ratios, 3 or more ratios. That's it. I hope you gained something on our topic for today. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel, Math Magic with Fe Sensei. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe English with Jerry Jabba. That's all. Bye-bye.